News headlines. Preparations for Sports Day in high gear. End of February results to be released. Child collection files introduced. General Kale Kaihura and Lieutenant General Tumukunde dropped. Millions celebrate International Women's Day. World Cup trophy jetted into the country. Good morning, school. This is KPS TV. My name is Nachimuli Esther and my colleague,
Selma Ajiko.
School news. Preparations for Sports Day on high gear. Preparations for Sports Day, which is scheduled for 5th May 2018, has kicked off. All peoples are working hard to support their houses to see to it that they emerge winners.
These preparations are currently being conducted during games time. The question remains, which house will eat the bull this year? Let's wait. We shall know. Come 5th May 2018. Take a look.
Results for end of February examinations, which are done on 1st and 2nd of March 2018, are expected to be released today. Our news reporter is right there in the office of Deputy Principal in charge of academics. Let's get the details.
Hello, Desire.
Hello, yes, Summer. Good morning. Yes, I can hear you. I'm right here at Mr. Doy's office. Yes. Finally, here I am in Mr. Doy's office. Good morning, Mr. Doy.
Good morning, Desire. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Last week, we had the February examinations. Could you please give us the general overview of the performance?
The performance was fair. Many of these children tried to do their work. They did their revision. But I was not satisfied because there were very few first grades this time. And this means children have a lot to do in order to get the first grades we want and to do their work properly. Yeah.
Thank you very much. What message do you have for the pupils of Kampala Parent School at this time of the year?
Yeah, the pupils really have to do a lot of working together. I have also got some complaints of teachers where children don't do their corrections, children don't do their homework. This all makes the academic work not to work very well. Every child must do their homework so that they can be able to perform well and also be very serious with their work. I see after break, some children go out. They don't mind about time. Time is everything. Time can change everything. If children can work and they can mind their time, and also teachers should mind about lunch hour, and they do their work, we shall definitely see a lot of progress in the coming examination.
Thank you, Mr. Doy, very much for your time. Yes. Fellow pupils, as you have heard from Mr. Doy, the performance wasn't pleasing because you are not serious in class. We dodge homework. So we should work on this so that we can improve that, and our performance for the next exam will be amazing. Thank you very much. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Desire, for that exclusive interview. Esther, we have heard from Mr. Doy that children are playing in class,
not finishing homework,
and there's poor time management.
That's why we didn't perform well in these exams.
Wow. Parents to sign when picking their children. Child collection files have been introduced in all classes at Kampala Parent School. This is meant to curb rampant kidnap and insecurity which is going on in the country. Children are advised to encourage their parents to support this cause.
These are the seats. How are you? Jonathan, where are you? Yeah, I'll go with that. Where are you? Goodbye.
National news. General Kale Kaihura and Lieutenant General Henry Tumukunde dropped. The Security Minister, Lieutenant General Henry Tumukunde, and the long-serving Inspector General of Police, General Kale Kaihura, have been relieved of their duties by the President, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Mr. Okoth Ochola is now the new Inspector General of Police, and General Eli Tumwine is the new Minister for Security. Both General Henry Tumukunde and General Kale Kaihura will be given other duties according to the press release by the President.
At around 10 o'clock, with no single convoy, a police Land Cruiser made its way to the Parliament. This is the vehicle that would later announce the arrival of the Inspector General of Police, Okoth Ochola, for vetting. Clad in a black suit and a maroon tie, he was welcomed by the commander of the Parliamentary Police, Anabera Nyinamahoro. He couldn't say much to the press that was eagerly waiting for him, but only smiled. He was later ushered into the VIP lounge, where he sat awaiting for his vetting time. Moments later, Security Minister General Eli Tumwine made his way to the Parliament entrance in a UPDF vehicle. He is known for being press-friendly, and he didn't hesitate to have a chat with them. At the parliamentary lobby, some legislators awaited to congratulate him before he was ushered into the VIP lounge too. 20 minutes later, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Brigadier Sabit Muzei, arrived in a dark Land Cruiser, surprisingly with a private number plate. One would easily miss him. Humble as he looked, he was later congratulated on his new position by legislators who were waiting in the lobby. First into the parliamentary sieve was General Eli Tumwine. While none of us was told about what transpired inside, the look on his face gave the impression that it must have been a successful interface. And immediately he spoke out what has bothered Ugandans for a while, the relationship between his docket and the police.
Oh, that one is easy. It's not the first time we have had this. We've been in this for a long time. And where we have hitches, we correct them. And that will be streamlined. We have a good team to work together with. And we are used to that. We shall unite them and work together with everybody.
The general also welcomed the media to critique his docket should they see anything unbecoming. He, however, called for balance from the media while executing their duties.
Report both the bad and the good. Then we have a balanced community. So that you don't only give an impression that the country is on fire when actually a lot of good things are going on.
Tumwine was in company of his fellow appointees, Inspector General of Police Okoth Ochola and his Deputy Brigadier Sabit Muzei. If approved by the committee, Ochola will become the first career police officer to head the force in 17 years. The last career officer to be IGP was John Kisembo, who was replaced by General Katumba Wamala in April 2001. Katumba was also replaced in 2005 by General Kale Kaihura, who has been at the helm for more than a decade.
Thank you.
Now for the international news from our colleague Namugira Faith.
Oh, thank you, Selma. International Women's Day. Yesterday, 8th March, was the International Women's Day. The women worldwide were celebrated for the outstanding things they have done to bring a positive change in society. The first Women's Day was celebrated in 1908 in New York in the USA. It began as a massive protest by women who wanted better working conditions, better pay, and the right to vote. Since then, women all over the world have pushed for women's progress and gender equality. This year's theme is Press for Progress. Under this theme, women and girls are encouraged to focus on education in order to get a good future.
This is not our first struggle, and it's not our first victory. women have been fighting for social change, for democracy, for equality for decades and decades.
We come together in fields and factories, in village markets and supermarkets, in living rooms and boardrooms. We share a common future, and we are here to find common ground so that we may help bring new dignity and respect to women and girls all over the world.
We are here this evening to celebrate the women on whose shoulders we stand.
It really is a revolution.
The women are not waiting for permission to do their work.
And
to be a voice for the women that don't have a voice.
Women have to be at the center. And an arc of history.
The time is now.
No one can stop us. We will speak up for our rights, and we will bring change through our voice. Our words can change the whole world because we are all together.
The time for rhetoric is over. The time for pretending we don't know what is going on is over. And the time is now for equal rights for women, equal pay for women, and respect for women.
For the sports news, we have Nigel in Studio 3. Nigel?
Thank you, Selma, for Men's Studio. Here I am in Studio 3 with sports news. Good morning, viewers. World Cup trophy arrives in Uganda. A large group of people, including VIPs, found their way to International Airport Entebbe on Tuesday, 5th March 2018 to receive the World Cup trophy, which is on tour across the world. The glittering gold trophy weighs 6 kilograms and it is valued at an estimated price of 33 billion Uganda shillings. FIFA World Cup will visit 51 countries in 6 continents across the world. It is only those people who have ever played in World Cup and the sitting president of that country who are allowed to touch or raise the World Cup. So, in Uganda, it was only the president who touched it. That was the sports news. Thank you. Back to Selma in the main studio.
Thank you, Nigel, for that exclusive sports news. Wow, is it true that the president was the only Ugandan who held the World Cup?
Yes, but did you also know that no Ugandan has ever played in the World Cup? And also that the World Cup weighs 6 kilograms of gold.
And it is worth 33 billion Uganda shillings. Well, the news has been presented to you by P.6.2. Bye!